side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to back to back. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Check 41. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And now running right through him. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Let's get it.
At the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more, because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the 5th time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? Yellow lady. Ready? Single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go option. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Down left side on the swing pass. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time. We'll go out to the 42-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready? 5-9. Check 55. Mike. Hey, watch the leg. Kill.
Now the first carry for Bush. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looks good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Foster. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Watson on 3rd down. This is Johnson. He's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Switch. Hey, watch this. Hey, wahoo!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
218, chop it.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At the 46-yard line.
5'8". I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bush. He won't go down. He's still barreling through. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Foster. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's the tap. 19. 29. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. He's chucking. He's chucking.
He can run for it, and he will. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Throwing now is McCarron. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Ready. 95-56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
No good. Fake extra point.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Let's go. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. You tighten up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Foster. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Foster on 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They're going for it. It's McCarron. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins. And the Saints will have the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And McCarron now 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off. Out, 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 out.
From midfield, here's McCarron. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Leo!
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. McCarron following the sack. He leads his guys up on 3rd and long. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch the twist.
Now a play fake. McCarron. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down to McCarron. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
Intended for his running back out of the backfield. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 49, check 49.
They'll hand it off to Bush. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often
now a loose football. The ball comes out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Look at me. Door. 5.
They do go for it. It's McCarron. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
That's a break. 41 Mike. Know your job. Watch the safety creep.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, lock it. Under 10.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. as his guys are in for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's the option going left on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On second down, here's McCarron. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Exit. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. You're not ready. You're not ready. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun on 3rd, Hill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Let's go now. 15.
It's a pickup of 3.
From just shy of midfield, McCarron. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check.
And some room to maneuver. 20. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score 6-45. Texans 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm has it.
And Foster loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunity. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's taken down here by the Saints. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, it's Bush. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Orbit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Play fake. Hill. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Set up. 70, Indy. All day, every day, any day.
Bush on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by... Sean Lattimore.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch safety green. Watch safety green.
A give. This is Bush. Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to... make the stop.
Bradley Roby on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Fair. Under crunch. They go.
Here's Hill. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He may try and run for this. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, come on, now, come on, now. Back.
On the run, it's Bush. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You got nothing.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department. And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey,
McCarron now to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. William Hayes able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. There he goes, right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. McCarron again here on 2nd and 10. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check three, check three. Big Dan.
They'll run on first down. Foster. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and a couple, McCarron. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Play action. It's Hill. And this one's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
5-1.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the gun, it's McCarron. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Get the ball. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Go on. Get ready. Check 9, check 9. Hey. Ready?
Here's Hill now after the interception. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw on second and 10. Hill is going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lutz to try to add the PAT. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, McCarron. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to try and run the option right, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
He's not going to get me now.
On first down, McCarron. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. McCarron over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now here's McCarron as his guys will try to tack on the 2-point conversion. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
McCarron on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice?